Okay, all right. Yep.
All right,
Is it
well, we're
already rolling?
rolling.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Fine. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Well, I guess I should stop doing this. And then... Hey, guys. Welcome to my Life and Looks, my pseudo Vogue Life and Looks. I have gotten throughout my life so many compliments and so many inquiries about what I wear, why I wear it. This will be a cool time to share that. And there's some really funny stories behind some of these looks, so we'll see what gets you all going. So this first look, I was fresh out of high school. This was actually for a American Eagle competition campaign. I did not win the prize money, but it was definitely one of my favorite looks because of the nautical aura I guess it possessed. So
Yeah. I want to know about Oscar fresh out of high school.
Plead the fifth, if I could do that in Australia. No, I mean I was embarking on a vision of just wanted to see the world. I was like, I'm out of here at 18, and I was. So this next look, I am pictured with my god brother. This was actually at the Maggiano's that used to be in Beechwood Mall, to some that know what I'm speaking of. This look, it was inspired by New York. I wanted something that was Scream City Boy. Those boots I wore everywhere. They were comfy, they were stylish, and with everything that I had in my wardrobe. Those are Aldo Draining boots. Don't know what happened to them. Whoever stole them, you will get your comeuppance in not many days hence.
Is this planned or candid photo?
So we were actually fixing up ourselves before we were going inside the restaurant, and then my god sister was like, "No, wait, stay right there."
A bit of column A, a bit of column B.
Yeah. So, but this actually got a lot of mentions and likes on Facebook. Now that I remember, I won't tell you how long ago that was. This next look, it's a little sentimental for me because it was my first night rather in New York City. My godfather lives in Newark, New Jersey, and my freshman year of college, I called him up and said, "Hey, listen, I want to spend my winter break with you," and that was the first time I entered into the city. And as you can see, I'm right in front of the Madison Square Garden. I can still remember seeing the lights. It is truly what people say that it is. New York has a heartbeat, and that city changed me forever. This is right before I enlisted in the Navy, believe it or not. Or to those that's been following me long enough, you know that I enlisted in the Navy. This is right after a breakup, right after I had to drop out of school. So what do you do when you have a quarter-life crisis? You dye your hair. This is one of the cleanest looks I've ever had. This was at Euclid Beach, and I was babysitting my nieces and nephews at the time. So it's a selfie, but that came after several attempts from my niece trying to take a picture of me. Now, I was actually featured on a few pages.
What pages?
I don't remember. It was so long ago, but it was Black Looks or something like that. I don't know. It was one of those pages. A lot of people say that I look like one of those fragrance campaigns. You know?
I see it. It's the black and white.
Yeah. This next look, this obviously was an action shot. This was during Choptoberfest. This was
I'm learning that that's a thing right now,
yes,
and I love that.
Yes. Choptoberfest, for those who don't know, is a cheap excuse to rent out a bull riding machine and to indulge in lots of fall-like activities. So this was at my university that I attended. I wasn't meant to go. For some reason, I was just not in the mood, but it was one of the first events that they had hosted on campus. So I don't know what I was going through, but I was like, oh, that's what it was. Joe Rivers had died. Joe Rivers died.
No.
And I was just in my feelings because that woman made me laugh through some of the toughest times. I was like, I'm just not in the mood, but my roommate had convinced me to go, and there goes that picture.
Yep.
And it ended up being featured on the school's website.
Famous.
I know, right? I'm starting to see a trend, huh?
Yeah.
This was actually just last year, 2 years ago. And this was my mom's birthday dinner. A couple weeks after this, I had learned that my best friend of 17 years had passed away. So in the midst of grief, I still was able to celebrate my mom and her birthday. She always loves to go out to dinner for her birthday, but this particular night, which happened to be New Year's Eve, was very difficult to get through. I definitely had some old fashions to get me through the night. Probably another card favorite of everyone's, because it's just how chic it is. It's, you know, it's topsy-turvy, but very chic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this look,
Gosh.
definitely my favorite. I was not meant to wear this, actually. This was Easter Sunday last year. So the story behind this look was I was going to just wear jeans and a t-shirt to church because I didn't feel like getting dressed. But I got a call from my mom, and if anyone knows her, they know that she is a stickler about clothes and just appearance. She called me one day and she was complaining about the other siblings and the fact that they weren't going to be dressing up and their kids not going to be dressing up. So I was like, let me bust a U-turn back in this mall and find something to wear. I've been eyeballing this suit, but I've never bought it because I actually have the brown version at home. But with it being the 11th hour and I had to find something, you know, literally for that next day, because I want to say it was Saturday that I bought this.
Yeah.
So I bought it, and thank goodness they
It's like a glove.
Yeah, the last size that they had was on the mat. Well, the jacket was on the rack, but the pants were on the mannequin. So he gave me the pants off the mannequin, and I don't know why I chose that tie. I do kind of like it now because it goes with the sea green and the carpet. But
because that was deliberate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's why I also have my handkerchief in my hand.
Tie it in.
Yeah, just to tie it in.
If you were to wear that suit today, what tie would you wear instead?
I would probably do Western tie. I'd probably do a Western bow tie with that. But it will also be an homage to my grandfather because I'm wearing his boots in this picture.
Were you the best dressed of all the children and grandchildren?
I was, as always.
Yeah, that's the way it's meant to be.
This look is, I don't know where I was coming from, but I know where I was going to. I was actually pulling up to fight somebody. They thought I was sweet, so I pulled up and showed them otherwise. They never came out, but yeah, this was...
It's a really, really fancy jacket to fight somebody in.
It was, and I kid you not, I think I was so angry that I blacked out and I didn't know where I was coming from. I don't know, and it was in the middle of the day too. I have no idea where I was coming from, but I remember, like I said, where I was going.
I've actually just noticed that it looks like there's a coat hanger in the back, so you were prepared to save the jacket.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. But then also too, I've always kept hangers in my car.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. This was one of my grab and go outfits. I was literally on the go. I am pictured at the Weathervane Playhouse dressing room. And at the time, I think I was doing Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. But the fitting I was attending was for a benefit because I was borrowing some costumes for that evening at Near West Theater, which I also performed Cinderella and the Fantastics. Oh. My dear friend Jason, who is the costume designer at Weathervane, allowed me to borrow 3 outfits for options for the benefit that I was performing in. I ended up going with option 3, whatever that was.
I need to know about this one. You classy cat burglar, you.
I know. So this outfit was, it's hard to tell with the lighting, but that's actually a feathered shirt.
Yep.
Yeah, you can probably tell if you zoom all the way in. I think I have another shot that I'll probably post somewhere right here. With tuxedo pants, belt, and platform scholar shoes, and my famous Paris beret that is, I think rabbit fur, I want to say. This was at the 9 in downtown Cleveland, and I had actually just got off of a flight back home from New York. This was my 26th birthday, I want to say. And my best friend had actually planned two events for me. I had one in New York, one in Cleveland. I was walking into the venue and we actually ran into some mutual friends. And they joined us for the rest of the evening. So we ended up taking pictures with everything that they have down there. Anyone who's been to the Nine, they know that every corner is picturesque. So we were dressed for the occasion, so we're like, why not? This look was inspired by Lucky Blue Smith, actually. Some years ago at the Met Gala, Lucky and his sister Piper, who I absolutely adore, wore a similar look, white tuxedo with sequins pants. How I was able to find that in the time that I did, I would never know. Thank you, ASOS. This was my mom's 55th birthday extravaganza, which was decorated by my sister, Creatively Chi. I love this look because I wanted to give the view of, you know, this is the youngest, but he's grown up.
Yeah, just love the detail of it all. Like even the sequins in the pants kind of has that kind of satininess to it as well, which matches the lapel. Like
absolutely
all came together really well.
And funny enough, I was supposed to wear a red carnation. However, I had got it 3 hours before the party. It took a lot of convincing the florist to do it at such a last minute. But after a good performance, she made it for me. But whilst getting ready, it fell apart. So
classic, of course.
I had to use a fake flower that happened to be a yellow lily.
It'll do.
And at that time, I was at my wit's end, so I was like, whatever will do.
Yeah.
Although this was a sad occasion, we were in Sandersville, Georgia, which is where my family's from, for a double funeral, actually. At the time, I was still recovering from a skinny dipping accident.
Elaborate. Appropriate for the story or not?
Long story short, I went skinny dipping with some friends, and while I was going in the water, I slipped my foot on a cement rock. And 32 stitches later, and lots of oxycodons, and I was relegated to a breach, in which you could kind of see.
If you zoom in on that bottom corner,
yeah,
one fabulous shoe, one Velcro strappy friend.
Absolutely. So. That suit was from Twisted Tailor. Now, I've been eyeballing the suit for a long time and I finally got it, but I quickly learned that if you're ordering from Twisted Tailor, you better know your measurements to a T, because they're not going to give you any room for error. And thank the Lord Jesus, I fit this thing like a glove. The green hair was accidental. My hair was blue before we hit the road to Georgia, but when I washed it, it ended up being this green.
You never know, do you?
But I ended up matching my suit.
Yeah,
so,
the lines and
Yeah, the green was completely unplanned. And RIP to my cousin, who is also pictured. He was showing us our family heritage that was at our family's church. So this look is probably one of my favorite streetwear looks. This was once again at another one of my mom's birthday dinners. I think this was year 53 or 54 for her. Mm-hmm. This look was inspired by LL Cool J. For some reason, I went through a phase where I would just listen to all of his songs. They just brought out the 90s baby in me for some reason. And pictured next to my sister, who is my equal in the fashion world.
Yeah, just as stylish as you.
Yeah, we just got like that. We all got it like that, but I always find that we take the best pictures together. You can't see it from the picture, but if you zoom in, I'm actually wearing playing card earrings.
Oh yeah.
Which I had made from a really good friend of mine. Literally all she did was take some mini cards, put a hook through it, and sold it to me for $15. And this outfit is legendary because the shoes that I'm wearing is probably 15, 16 years old. Those are original Polo Ralph Lauren boots. And I still have them to this day. I got them when I was in middle school and they've kept up ever since. And I don't know, probably something always keep with me. So anyone that knows me knows that LA was like my peak. And this is one of the reasons why I was a wet attendant at hotel.
What is a wet attendant?
What do you think a wet attendant is? It is as sultry as it sounds, and I loved it. Can't you tell by the short shorts? No, it was just a glorified pool boy. Move a few umbrellas, you know. I'll leave it at that. My favorite job I've ever had, and I've had plenty of them. I one day was servicing a VIP cabana, that house wine company, and you know, they were there just advertising for it, and because that hotel gets a lot of traction. And one day they pulled me aside and said, "Hey, come here. If you're free, can you model our wine for us? We really like your look. Your short shorts fit great. You know, we want to take a picture of you with our wine." I was like, sure. What's in it for me? And they said some free wine and a t-shirt, deal or no deal. I said deal. And as a result, you have this wonderful picture. There's another one that they took that I'll probably post as well. This was featured on their Instagram page and on the hotel's Instagram page, and got third most like. I have to fact check that because that was 4 years ago.
I feel like you need to up your price. But if you're getting third most liked on a page.
I was a blondie with short shorts and a dream, so anything that anyone offered me, I took it. This showstopper right here, this was an irresponsible buy.
Is there such a thing in fashion?
It is when you still depend on your dad for most things. I saw this bad boy and said, I've got to have it. I don't remember how expensive it was, but it was definitely expensive. Actually has pelicans on it.
Yep.
And there's like a whole scenery on the back, and I loved it. I don't like a lot of lace stuff because it could be...
Say it.
I don't want to say it.
Cheap.
It could look cheap really fast. And so but it was something about this that looked very rich and very clean and cut. And it just screamed my name. And I coupled it with a silk Western style bow tie because I wanted something that was going to, I guess, I don't know. I felt like adding that was going to just like complete the look, although the shirt by itself does enough. Simple pants, dress boots. This was also in downtown Cleveland. I don't remember the venue, but it is close to the 9. I remember. Definitely a car favorite, and I wore that to my premiere, my first Australian show.
Yes, you did.
A chorus line, I sure did. And I'll wear it 1,000 times more because it was that expensive. This look. I was actually just finished doing Dreamgirls, and my aunt, who I love and adore, who's a hairdresser and has been for forever, she helped me with the hair to achieve that look. It got to a point where I needed to manage it myself, and the only way we could do that for the run of the show was permanent. So that's exactly what we did.
All right.
And it made it 10 times easier on me. However, the maintenance was no bueno. And that's the thing with perms, they're permanent. So I had to rock this everywhere. And I think I still know how to flat iron and curl hair. So
Would that take you now?
With just my natural hair or with the perm?
Both.
With my natural hair, it'll probably take me about an hour. With the perm, 25 minutes to 30.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely cut my time in half so that, you know.
Yeah.
But I would always, before the show, I'd always put the curlers in my hair, keep them in,
Get the volume.
go to, you know, the theater, take them out, and just, you know, fluff it out and keep it down with some hairspray. So.
Did you feel different when you had this do?
I felt a lot of looks.
So different.
I felt a lot of looks. People thought that I was. I got Indian. I got Spanish. I looked like everything under the sun. So.
Would you ever get a perm again?
Absolutely not. You could not give me all the tea in China.
So what happens like when it grows out? past that, you start to get your natural underneath, and then you have that on the top.
And let me tell you, it looks really weird.
Yeah.
Or better yet, Angelica's Barbie from
Yes,
Rugrats.
Rugrats.
Yeah. That's exactly who I look like. And I do have some pictures of me who, resembling that Barbie.
Which, funnily enough, did not make it into this style video.
Thank the Lord Jesus. So this is me as a baby. Circa, I don't know if I was 1 yet, but circa 96, 97, I don't know. Who's keeping track? I'm not. But back in the day, baby pictures were elite. Like, you had to have the scene, you had to have the props. I mean, it's a classic look. It's something that I will wear today.
Yep.
Minus the hat. I'm not a huge hat person, but I probably do it just for the look. So if I could find something like that, I would definitely wear it today.
Let's do it. Let's try and find this.
And probably, do like a side-by-side. We'll see. I don't know. That may be my next video. This was at the annual, what is it called? I forget the name of the awards, but it took place at Weatherman Playhouse, and this was post Dreamgirls, post Mamma Mia. I did those shows back to back. And of course, with the perm in my hair, because it's permanent, I was actually nominated, if I remember searching me correctly, I was nominated for Best Supporting Actor in all 3 of the shows that I did that year. So for Joseph, then I did Dreamgirls, and also I concluded the season with Mamma Mia, and I was nominated. Did not take home the bronze.
How many other people were in there?
Some. A lot.
Okay, all right. I was gonna be like that. That makes it. That's better,
There were a lot of people in the category.
Yeah.
I was named, okay.
Yes.
But I will say this: I am proud to know that all 3 of those shows ended up being the highest-grossing show in that 90-year history at the time, I believe.
Which I feel like has so much to do with you.
Absolutely, everything to do with me.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. You are the common denominator, and that makes perfect sense.
It was the pompadour. Okay. My favorite looks. And my only thing that I loved about the outfit was the bow tie that I was wearing was velvet.
Oh, Max.
That was a velvet bow
Texture.
tie that my sister made for me. I think I still have it, but I don't wear it as often. This look right here, I always get asked about, even to this day, even though it was eons ago. Oh my goodness, this was another last minute find. And actually, my grandfather picked this outfit for me. I shy away from being around people when I'm selecting my clothing because it's for me. He definitely was one of my earliest inspirations with his Western style. And, it was for his 81st birthday, actually. And the theme was black and gold. I kept circling back to this because it was just like, no, you gotta get this. And I'm like, okay, if I get it, I'll probably wear it somewhere else. But I'm like, where else would I wear it? I was scrolling and it was on my screen and he was walking past and he saw it. And he was like, oh, no, scroll back. Like, what's that? He was like, that's sharp. Like, you should get that, But it's not black and gold. It's gold and red and indigo. But, and it was his party. So I'm like, okay, if I got his permission, then why not? So I bought that. I coupled it with that fedora, which I hate now. Fun fact.
Why?
Once again, I have something against styles and artifacts of clothing that look cheap. I've never seen a fedora, especially a flat brim fedora, that has ever done anything justice. I just don't. I mean, I like it here because it was a moment.
So if you were to do this outfit again, what would you wear? A different hat or no hat?
I have. I've done I have this teddy bear. It's probably one of the only designer things that I have in my wardrobe, but it's the same color of the leaves. Maybe a little dark orange, but I have a sweater that color that I wore up under it for a Christmas program. And then I've also done a shirtless look under it.
Of course you have.
Yeah, I've done a shirtless look for the benefit that I was preparing for, that I spoke about earlier in the video. And the only reason why I wore those pants was because I didn't have any black pants at the time. So those were a last minute buy. They didn't fit the way I wanted them to, but the picture definitely makes it look like they fit me to a T.
Yeah, you found a good stance.
Yeah, but they did not. Hard to tell, but I'm wearing a feathered necklace with a 80s style / Duran Duran feathered earring.
There's something there.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, and I don't even know if the angle that I'm looking at, that we're looking at, shows the side of the earring that was dangling. Definitely, I mean, even to this day, I've gotten Terrence Trent D'Arby, I've gotten Prince, I've gotten Bahama Breeze. I mean, it's this look people still talk about today, and you know, I'm just a little tired of it. Let's give it up, okay? I still have it. I'll wear it whenever y'all want to, but just quit talking to me about it. This look actually is another inspiration. This was inspired by Conor McGregor, actually. This was during All-Star Weekend in Cleveland, Ohio. This was a outing that I had with my Auntie V. We were made to have brunch at the Ritz-Carlton, but they were fully booked. We were like, we're not gonna wait an hour, we're gonna drive 2 hours out the way.
That makes perfect sense.
And dine ourselves happy, and that's exactly what we did. And everything from top to bottom is, no, that's a lie. The shoes are ASOS, pants are ASOS. The sweater is Urban Outfitters, I want to say. And the hat is ASOS, along with the earrings and the collar chain that you can't really see in the picture. But definitely a look that I would wear just to go to the grocery store, because that's just how I am.
I'm zooming in to look at the outfit, and I'm noticing how dirty the mirror is at the Ritz-Carlton.
That's the only thing. I mean, you're the Ritz.
You're the Ritz, do better. At first I thought, oh, maybe it's a texture on the shirt, and now I've zoomed in on, no, it's just a dirty mirror.
But yeah, and for some reason, normally I would not wear flood pants, but I like the socks that I was wearing. It's hard to tell, but the socks are actually like a beige / gray hue that tied in with the shoes and the outfit so well, and I like the imbalance that it gave, because it tied it all in.
Yeah, gives it more personality.
Sure. This is probably one of my favorite looks because it is a complete look. This look was, or this picture rather, was taken right after my show, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat at Weathervane Playhouse, as you see in the background, with my nephew. My little blubber nugget.
Almost dressed like you in your professional photo shoot.
Almost, yeah. Oh my gosh, she sure is. This is right after the show, and it was so cute because when I was on stage and you heard my voice singing, you could hear a distant baby sound.
Aww.
And I was like, oh, there's my blubber nugget. He hears his uncle. I, for whatever reason, was channeling Prince Naveen that night. Minus the neckerchief, but and I love that sweater I was wearing.
Yeah,
it's Calvin Klein.
This is another one that's like a really complete look.
Another complete look. I love the watch I was wearing, my first watch that I was gifted from my godfather. Although it's broken, I still wear it just for sentimental reasons. Definitely a complete look, down to the belt, everything, shoes. Just complete look all around. So, well, thank you so much for getting this far in the video. All I ever want to do in life is to inspire people to dress however they want to, without reproach. Fashion is fun, style is easy. All you have to do is believe in yourself and know who you are. And my famous saying, confidence is key. Everything else is an accessory. So you can take that to the bank for free. I hope to see you all soon in some way, shape, or form. See you later.